Before we get into this, do me a solid and hit that subscribe button. You're not going to want to miss what we're talking about next. Look, let's just get real. You're here because you want to understand. You want to know what makes her tick. You want to know why one touch can feel like a straight-up electric shock and another one from someone else feels like nothing. Or worse, it feels creepy. The difference isn't magic. It's psychology. You think you're looking for a map of her body, but what you really need is a map of her mind. Because no cap, the most sensitive area on a woman isn't on her skin. It's her brain. Every touch you make is sending a message, and her brain is decoding it faster than you can even think. It's asking one question over and over on a primal subconscious level. Am I safe? That's the whole game. If the answer is no, it doesn't matter if you're touching her hand or her shoulder. All systems are going to shut down. Defenses go up. It's a hard no. But if that deep animal part of her brain gets the message, I'm safe with this person, everything changes. The gates open. There's real science to this. Studies have shown that a woman's hormonal response to touch is completely different based on who is doing the touching. When her partner, someone she trusts, touches her, her brain gets flooded with oxytocin. Simple. You don't make it weird. You don't get huffy. You just respect the boundary. That act of respecting the no actually builds more trust than the touch itself would have. It sends a massive psychological signal. My boundaries are safe with you. You're not just trying to get something. This is the foundation. Without this, nothing else we talk about for the next hour matters. You have to be a safe harbor. So let's build the map. We're going to start on the outside and work our way in. We'll call these the trust zones. These are the non-sexual, social to intimate areas where you build that foundation of safety. Mess these up and you'll never get to the other stuff. But get these right and you'll be communicating in a language she's been waiting her whole life to hear. Part 1. The trust zones, building safety. Zone 1, the hands, wrists, and forearms. This is your ground zero, the gateway. Think about it. The hand is how we greet the world. We shake hands. We wave. It's a tool, but it's also packed with some of the most sensitive nerve endings in the entire body, especially the fingertips and the palm. When you first break the touch barrier, this is where you start. A light, playful tap on the back of her hand when you make a joke. A brief touch on the forearm to get her attention, but the real move holding her hand, it sounds basic, like something you do in middle school, but the psychology is deep. When you hold her hand, especially interlocking fingers, you're sending a few powerful signals. First, we're a unit. If you do it in public, it's a declaration. She's with me. We're together. It's protective. Second, it's a constant low-level connection. A little squeeze can communicate, I'm thinking of you. I'm nervous too. Or I'm so glad I'm here with you, all without saying a word. The type of touch here matters. A study on social found that different touches on the arm are intuitively understood to mean different things. A light, slow stroke across the whole arm, that's love. A light squeeze, that's gratitude or reassurance. A light tapping, happiness. Her skin knows the language, even if her conscious mind doesn't. The inner wrist and forearm are next level. The skin here is thinner, softer. You can see the veins. It's a vulnerable area. Casually tracing a finger along her inner wrist while you're talking is a high-key intimate gesture. You're touching a place that's usually protected. You're showing you can be gentle with her vulnerability. This isn't a sexual touch, but it's 100% an intimate one. It's a test, and if she's comfortable with that, it's a very good sign. Zone 2, the hair and scalp. This one is a big deal, a really big deal. Why? 2 reasons. Nerve endings and psychology. First, the scalp is loaded, absolutely packed with sensitive nerve endings. A light scratch or a gentle massage can send shivers down her entire body. It's why having your hair washed at a salon feels so damn good. It's pure sensory pleasure, but the psychology is even more powerful. Look at how she uses her hair. When she's attracted to you or feeling confident, what does she do? She plays with it. She'll twirl it. She'll flip it. It's a self-grooming, peacocking behavior. It's an unconscious signal that says, look at me, I'm healthy, I'm fertile. On the flip side, when she's nervous or anxious, she might also touch her hair, but it's different. It's a self-soothing gesture. It's like a security blanket. So her hair is tied to both her confidence and her anxiety. It's a big part of her identity and how she presents herself. For you to touch her hair, that's a huge step. It's not a casual friend touch. You don't just go up and touch a stranger's hair. This is a nurturing, protective, and possessive in a good way gesture. Gently tucking a stray strand of hair behind her ear. That's a move straight out of a movie for a reason. It's intimate, it's caring. It says, I see the details, I'm paying attention to you. Running your fingers through her hair or gently massaging her scalp while you're watching a movie. This is top-tier comfort. You're signaling, I will protect you. I will care for you. You're tapping into that primal need for safety. You're making her feel looked after. Don't underestimate the power of this zone. It's almost entirely non-sexual, but it might be one of the most intimate things you can do. Zone 3, the face. If the hands are the gateway and the hair is the comfort zone, the face is the holy grail of non-sexual intimacy. Think about it. Her face is her. It's her identity. It's her emotions. It's where she communicates with the world. It is the single most vulnerable, most personal part of her. To touch her face is to say, I see you. This is a zero creepiness allowed zone. You can't fake this. Your intention has to be 100% pure connection. A gentle cupping of the cheek, a thumb lightly stroking her cheekbone, brushing a tear away. These are powerful gestures. Research shows that gentle, slow touch, especially to the face, can literally calm a person's nervous system. It reduces stress and signals safety on a profound level. When you hold her face, especially during a kiss, or when you're looking her in the eyes, you're creating a private, isolated world for just the two of you. You're blocking out everything else. It's a gesture of focus and adoration. You're not just touching a body, you're connecting with a person. You're telling her she has your complete, undivided attention. In our distracted, phone-obsessed world, that kind of focused attention is maybe the rarest and most attractive thing you can give. Zone 4, the neck and clavicle. Okay, now we're moving into territory that's a little more charged. The neck and the collarbone, the clavicle, are what I call vulnerability zones. The skin is extremely thin here, it's highly exposed, and it's packed with nerve endings that can make her whole body tingle. Quick break. If you're getting value from this, if this is making sense, hit that subscribe button. It's free, and it means I can keep making content like this for you. All right, back to it. The psychology of the neck is primal. This is where the carotid artery and the jugular vein are. It's a weak spot. In the animal kingdom, going for the neck is a kill shot. To willingly expose her neck to you, to let you touch it, is a massive act of trust. She is on a subconscious level telling you that she trusts you not to hurt her. This is why a kiss on the neck is so electrifying. It's not just the nerve endings, it's the psychological surrender. It's the you have me signal. A light trace of your fingers along her collarbone or a gentle kiss on the side of her neck. This is high stakes. It's a clear signal that your intentions are moving from connection to arousal. This isn't a friend touch. This is a lover touch. And it's one of the most powerful transition points on her entire body. Part 2, the transitional zones building arousal. All right, you've built a foundation of trust. You've shown you can be respectful, gentle, and attentive. Now, we're moving into zones that are less about comfort and more about anticipation. Zone 5, the ears. This is maybe the most underrated zone on the list. The ears are incredibly sensitive. But here's the secret. It's not just about touch, it's about sound. The ear is a direct channel to the brain that bypasses all the visual guards. A light, warm breath, a whisper. When you whisper in her ear, you're doing two things. First, the obvious. You're physically close. Your lips are probably touching the outer shell of her ear, the pinna, which is full of receptors. But second, you're creating a secret. The content of the whisper is only for her. It's a private conspiratorial act. You're creating an intimate bubble. This can be way more arousing than a loud, confident compliment. A gentle nibble or a light kiss on the earlobe can send shivers all the way down to her toes. It's unexpected. It's a detail spot. It shows you're not just rushing for the obvious targets. You're taking your time. You're exploring. And that is a massive turn on. It tells her, you're a man who pays attention to the small things, and that implies you'll be attentive to the big things too. Zone 6, the inner thighs. Let's be real. There's no non-sexual reason to be touching her inner thigh. This is an explicit, unambiguous signal. You are now in the red zone. The skin here is soft and sensitive, yes, but its true power is proximity. It's the area 51 of her body. It's right next to the main event. The psychology here is 100% about anticipation. A light touch, a stroke of the hand on her inner thigh, it's a promise. It's a we're going here message. It's building tension. The brain goes into overdrive. The anticipation of what's next is often more powerful than the touch itself. This is the point of no return zone. You don't touch her here unless you are damn sure you've had a yes at every other stage. This is the final checkpoint. Zone 7, the feet. This one is polarizing, no doubt. For some women, it's a hell no, I'm ticklish zone. For others, it's a secret weapon. The soles of the feet are packed with nerve endings. And some unproven theories suggest the part of the brain that processes sensation from the feet is right next to the part that processes sensation from the genitals. But let's ignore the fetish aspect and talk psychology. A non-sexual foot rub, that's a different game entirely. That is an act of service. It's a gesture of care and devotion. It's you at her feet taking care of her. It's a humbling, disarming act. You're showing you're willing to put her comfort and her pleasure first, to take care of the parts of her that do all the work. Psychologically, that's incredibly disarming and can create a massive feeling of safety and being cherished. Part 3, the primary zones, the psychology of climax. Okay, we're here. We're talking about the primary erogenous zones, but even here, the psychology is everything. It's not about just hitting the right spots. It's about how and why. Zone 8, the lips and mouth. The mouth is for communication. It's for talking, for expressing. It's also for tasting. A kiss isn't just two sets of lips mashing together. It's a conversation. It's a taste test. It's the ultimate blend of emotional and physical. Is the kiss gentle, curious, demanding, passionate? It's a nonverbal way of finding out if you're compatible, if your rhythms match. A bad kiss can end a relationship before it even starts. A great kiss can make you feel like you've known each other forever. It's the intersection of the emotional, the face, and the physical. Zone 9, the breasts and nipples. Biologically obvious, but psychologically complex. Here's the science. Studies show that stimulating the nipples activates the exact same part of the brain as stimulating the clitoris and vagina. It's a direct line to the pleasure center. But psychologically, it's more than that. Her breasts are a huge part of her female identity. They are tied to femininity, to sexuality, and for some to nurturing. This is not a one-size-fits-all zone. Some women want a light teasing touch, some want a firmer, grabbing touch. The only way to know is to calibrate, to pay attention, to listen to her breath, to the way her back arches. It's not a button for you to push. It's a part of her. And the psychology here is about reverence and attention. Zone 10, the core, the clitoris, G-spot, A-spot. This is the neurological epicenter. The clitoris, specifically the glans, has over 10,000 nerve endings. For context, that's more than double the amount in the head of a penis. It is the only organ in the human body, male or female, that exists purely for pleasure. The psychology here is the most important lesson of this entire video. This is the final, most vulnerable, most trusting place. And the psychology required from you is one of giving, not taking. This is not a destination for you to arrive at. It's not a goal for you to conquer. It is the center of her pleasure. The ultimate psychological turn-on for a woman is knowing that her pleasure is your priority, that you are not just rushing to an end, but that you are attentive, that you are listening to her body, that you are there to give. When she feels that, when she feels safe enough to completely let go because she knows you are 100% focused on her, that is when all the walls come down. That is when she can be fully, completely vulnerable. So in the end, what's the most sensitive area? It's all of it. It's her mind which needs to feel safe. It's her hands which need to feel connected. It's her hair and face which need to feel cherished. And it's her body which needs to feel your attention. Touch is a language. And what you're really trying to say is, I'm here. I see you. You are safe with me. And your pleasure is my pleasure. When she feels that, that's when you've understood everything. And if you're still here, you're one of the real ones. Hit that subscribe button because we're just getting started.